6.000 años antes de Cristo, de forma accidental, nacía una bebida que cambiaría el rumbo de la historia. Olvier TV, el programa cervecero. Bienvenidos a Olvier TV, el programa para los amantes de la cerveza y para aquellos que a partir de hoy la van a amar. En el campus de Fermentis en Lille compartimos una increíble nota con Gabriela Montandón, la directora del panel de cata, Primera Parte. Qué alegría volvemos a encontrar con Gabriela Montandón. La conocimos hace 4 años, es una genia. Ella es Fermentis Academy Sensorial Analysis Manager. Ella es la encargada de todos los paneles sensoriales en Fermentis. Hola Gabriela. Hi Gabriela.
Hi, hola, ¿qué tal? Solamente portuñol o inglés.
Exactamente. Bien, good for you. Okay, first, I love your new place because I interview in another building, but this is incredible. When Stefan, we saw the tables, the cabins, I don't know, the box, and first you must tell about this space and what happened here.
Sure. So, in a sensory analysis place like this one, we want to have the most neutral environment possible. We know the moment we are tasting beers in a bar or we are tasting beers at home, you have the environment that can affect the way you perceive things. Even if you are listening different types of music, you can change your opinion about what you are drinking. So this is exactly how it should be. It's a very spacious, very fresh, with controlled temperature. Everything is white, that nothing really call your attention unless the flavors you are feeling inside. And what we do here, so we are having nearly every day of the week running different panels that help us to describe differences existing in our products and the products in interactions with process or ingredients. So we are most of the time evaluating in a very blinded form the impact of changes in which the tasters are not aware what is going on in the beer.
In the first, you see all the faces with the people to present, supposed to talk about the things, but suddenly we start in complete silence and in a box.
Correct. First, indeed, these sensory booths, normally it's first for giving some instructions, like you will be presented to a set of X samples. You will be evaluating only olfactory or only gustatory. So we do let's say, the minimum instructions for the panelists. And we assure after that, or when we are in training modus, where we want to generate consensus between the panelists, we are letting them talk to one another. But the moment of the evaluation and the repetitions of those evaluations, every single panelist is closed in their small world with the beers, and they will evaluate like, oh, we're having. Here we are still working with transparent glasses, but we work also with black glasses to cover everything that you have no clue about what you are tasting, but only your feelings are in the game.
Why 17? It's a casual number or?
It's true. It's like it could be 20 or could be 15, but most is with the space we have, and most of the time we can reach in a panel, in expert panels. We are quite happy to have more than 10, 12, 15, and 17 people. We want to add the more we can inside this room, but we really favor this format. in U format, because we could not only do the sensory analysis sessions that we do, but in this room we also work in educating and sharing our knowledge with clients, with our distributors, with people that are willing to know our world. We also use this room for exchangings. So the more we can put inside to profit this incredible place, the better.
How many tasting do in one day, for example, or I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hours, stay together?
So it's a very interesting question, because most of the time you have the tasting as we could do in some competitions, for example, that you are doing dozens of samples per day, but which your performance is not really accessed, but rather your experience about some beer style. What we do here, it's quite the opposite way, in a certain way. We want the panelists to be very much trained and focused on specific things, so we normally don't work with sessions that are over 1 hour, 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, every day at the same time too. So we do most of the time an hour. Not all the panelists are coming every day, so there's different people.
But you, yes.
Yeah, sometimes, luckily, I have a team that I can rely on. But it's true that we also favor the best time of the human being body senses, let's say, because you won't have the same opinion of a beer, may not have the same potential of your sensibility before you eat or after you eat, for example. And one of the most interesting moments to do sensory analysis is before a big meal, so before the lunchtime. So
This is the time. This is
mostly, it's being demonstrated in several ways, that we as human beings, we have a sort of waves, and those waves, we can use them, and we target the most efficient timing of the day, and training and sensory, it's all about habits. It's like sleeping habit or a diet habit, exercise habit. You need to get used to get your body into that habit. So is that what we want for our panelists?
Felicitaciones, Gabriela y equipo, por tan increíble panel en Fermentis. Salud.
Ya llega la Copa EEUU 2024. Esta vez es doble copa. Por un lado tenemos concursos solo cervezas libres de gluten y por otro lado cervezas con base de cebada. Pueden participar microcervecerías y homebrewers. Podés inscribirte desde el 12 de febrero al 21 de abril. No te la pierdas.
BAC, Vini Asesoría Cervecera.
Capacitaciones y análisis sensorial, a la distancia e in situ, diseño y mejora de recetas, estandarización de procesos, maximización de la productividad, mejora y compras estratégicas. Mi nombre es José Vini y creé BAC para ayudarte a mejorar tus birras.
BAC, mejora tu productividad. Molinos BZ, el punto justo de la molienda para la elaboración de cerveza. Fundada en 1845, líder mundial en la industria del lúpulo, calidad, sostenibilidad e innovación de nuevas variedades y productos de lúpulo. Hofsteiner, líder mundial en la industria del lúpulo. Birra más arte, Desarmadero Bar, en la esquina de Gorriti y La Valleja. Fermentis, easy to use, fácil de usar. Inoculá directamente o rehidratá con mayor flexibilidad. Fácil, limpio y sustentable. Más información, fermentis.com.
Si no ves el 3 picos, parate en punta de pie.
Lúpulos Andinos, organizadores del Congreso de Lúpulo. Gorila, cervecería argentina. La evolución de la involución. Estuvimos presentes en el aniversario de Astor. Vamos a compartirlo.
Acá Santi de Astor, 12 años de este emprendimiento y acá estamos recibiendo mucha gente y amigos, cerveceros, amigos, invitados, así que una linda noche.
Haciendo birra y acá estamos con Olvir festejando. Saludos. Y un año de taproom.
Me toca la mema. A mí me toca la mema.
Con el topi. Una palabrita. Acá estamos festejando 12 años. Bien, muy bien.
¡Aguante, Astor!
De Astor. Muchos años más.
Extraño Grace.
¡Feliz cumple, Astor! ¡Felicidades! ¡Vamos arriba! ¡Feliz cumple, Astor!
Bueno, Astor, muy feliz cumpleaños.
4 años.
Felicidades, Astor Birra, por muchos años más. Salud. Cervecería artesanal Coleman. Un producto artesanal genuino. Coleman. Construyendo cervezas. Metamorfosis. Cervecería de barrio. Parque Patricios.
Cada lugar y cada momento tienen un estilo distinto. Cada espacio se transforma con un sonido. ¿Y vos? ¿Sos capitán de tu vida?
Surprise, motherfucker.
De lunes a lunes, toma la exquisita cerveza artesanal Antares en La Plata, 56, Diagonal y Parador. Choperas Cabo de Frío, la solución en fabricación e instalación de choperas. Frío Beer, chillers y torpedos, micro y macro cervecerías, asesoramiento profesional, instalación, www.friobeer.com.ar. Ámsterdam, Friends Factory, La Plata, el lugar en tu mundo. Sudamericana de Filtrado, Sociedad Anónima. Alta calidad, máxima eficiencia y rendimiento. Más de 50 años en la industria del filtrado. Vamos a compartir la segunda parte de la increíble visita a la planta de Hofsteiner en Alemania. I can't believe it, the difference part, but one in particular, it's when you finish the process and we stay all the packs, the hops, in a very big room, so tall, with a robot, with a special characteristic. This is the final to go out, no?
Yeah, you're right. So when we test the hops, when we package the hops and the hop products, we bring them into our code warehouse that is automated with a robot system. So with
no human beings are there.
There's nobody inside, so we have a reduced oxygen atmosphere. Not to kill somebody, but it's because to avoid fire. That is our fire protection. So oxygen is only 13%. We have 2 degrees centigrade, so that is best temperature, best practice to store the hops. If it is on pellet side or on extract, it doesn't matter. But we have a lot of customers, they leave the hops here until they're needed. So they have orders around the year from here, and in certain portions they are buying and getting the hops from our code warehouse, because here we have the best conditions.
Reserve de parcelas, ¿no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome to our cold warehouse for the finished products. Here we have in total approximately 15,000 places for pallets for finished products stored under best conditions at 2 degrees centigrade the whole year on. And also here we produce the cold energy with electricity coming from the roof. Inside we have an oxygen reduced atmosphere, only 12% oxygen concentration. That means that we cannot illuminate a fire inside. So it makes everything very safe. The handling is done by a robot machine. So there's nobody inside who has to work. Okay, now we are at the place where we collect the samples. So the bales come in, we take samples, and here at this place people are responsible to organize the samples, to separate them under certain conditions, so that we have retained samples for every discussion that can come up in the future, in between us as a buyer, the farmer, and the customer as a brewery itself. And so the result that I can show here, that is a result from AgriLab. AgriLab is responsible as a neutral committee to take samples and to analyze these samples. And so they are giving us the first results regarding quality. That is the quality that you can see visibly. That is the quality on water content, and also the quality on the alpha acid concentration. So that is a, let me say, the neutral number where we are dealing with. It has influence on the price and also on the position that we have together with our farmers. It makes things life a little bit easier when it comes from a certain party. So now we are in the room where brewers are coming to make the hop selection. So we have a blue table here, and the blue light is very good in harmony with the green color from the hops. It's more to see the quality much better. It comes through when you have a blue color around the green. So the brewers, they got the samples here on the table, and then they can select the samples they like or they don't like. And all of this, they buy the hops. Very simple. Now we are in the laboratory area of our company in Mainburg. The HHV is responsible for the processing of the hop material and also responsible for the quality control. That's a part of the Hopsteiner group. So HHV is also producing, for example, hop oils for us, like one I have here in my hands. So we produce this pure diluted hop oils, and as you can see, it's a clear material without any haze, without any color, and that is ready to use to get into a final beer.
Outside, there is Alex's place. There a lot of news and experiments to be in life others hubs, no? He's shut the door, but we know that he worked a lot there.
Yeah, he shut the door and because it's a top secret area.
Maybe in a couple of months we have another new.
It might happen that we have in a couple of months or in a year we have a new variety. So that is the objective of this things we are doing there regarding breeding.
Hello, my name is Mathis Kieserer. I'm the head brewer of the research brewery here in Mainburg at Hopsteiner. We have a 5 hectoliter Braucon brew house. Usually I knock out around 5 hectoliter, 520 liters, something like that. Generally we do comparisons of different varieties from our breeding program, or we do trial brews on new products we develop here. Depending on that, we choose the style in which we would like to use the variety or the product. Generally, we do a lot of Pilsner style beers, which usually end up in the big 5 hectoliter ZKTs behind me. Or we do pale ales, which usually end up in the smaller vessels. If we do comparison brews for Pilsner between different products or varieties, we do the same brew, use the same yeast from the same batch in the same tank or in the same kind of tank. So we have the closest we get to comparability. And if we do pale ales, we usually split one big brew, one 5 hectare brew, to the 4 vessels, to the 4 1 hectoliter vessels, and do trials there with different dry hopping of different products or varieties or points of dosage, like during the fermentation, or different quantities. Whatever we need to know, we can fix here and we can cover here with our setup so far.
We are really so happy to be here to share with you and Richard from United States and all your team, because are so friendly, so warm to us, and say a lot of thank you to you and all the team, because your support in our program is so important to us, and show your work here is so important to us. So thank you, Frank, for your kindness, for you be with us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Grace, and your husband as well. So you have seen now how it works, but it was not working because we are still getting the new crop inside, and when we have plenty of hops, when we have all the analytical results, and then we say green light, we start processing. That will happen maybe in 4 or 5 weeks in October, and then there's much more action here on this place, absolutely.
Yes, I know, but maybe we give a shot with your world. So for me, for our program, are so important. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, and hope that the visitors enjoy the experiences that you got, and also the dimensions that we are talking about.
And I'm so happy you have a new tap, All Beer TV. In this beautiful tap, this is a new place. Este es el nuevo espacio que agregaron pegadito a la sala de cocción. Acá es donde se hace el testing de los experimentos en la sala de cocción. Thank you so much. It's beautiful space.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good investment. Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.